You ever notice how some women, no matter their age, carry an unusual magnetism around them? They might not be the youngest or match the traditional definition of beauty, but they're andropos, something about them. Something that draws menandropos eyes, makes them want to be near them, and keeps them coming back again and again. This isn't andropos by chance, and itandropos definitely not about luck. Itandropos about specific habits and behaviors these women have developed and refined over time. Habits that make them naturally irresistible. Real charm does not only come from how someone looks. True attraction goes far beyond makeup and designer clothes. Itandropos, rooted in the kind of energy you send out, the way you carry yourself, and the strong self-belief you hold deep inside. In this video, I will share 6 powerful behaviors that turn an ordinary woman into someone unforgettable. If you choose to practice them, I promise you will begin to see things shift. Euandropos. Notice how men interact with you differently, how they start reaching out more often, and how without even trying hard, you begin to attract the kind of attention that once felt rare. Stay with me until the very end, because behavior number 6 is the most surprising and transformative one. Most women have no idea it even exists, but once you embrace it, everything changes. What is it that truly makes a woman stand out in a crowd? A lot of people assume itandropos, all about youth or physical features. But the truth is something much deeper. Greater than a woman with life experience can often be more captivating than someone younger. Why? Because she holds something priceless, true confidence. She doesn't andropos question who she is. Greater than she andropos, not constantly looking for approval. She knows her value and stands firm in it. That kind of self-assurance is magnetic. Her emotional life and the things she andropos lived through have shaped her. She understands what she wants and what she andropos not willing to accept. That makes her more careful about who she allows close and less needy for attention. She gives off an energy that is elegant and mysterious. She doesn't andropos reveal too much right away. She knows how to keep interest alive by letting curiosity do some of the work. And that andropos is a real secret. Men are not only pulled in by outer appearance. What truly keeps them interested is the type of energy a woman gives off. Think about it. Why do some women, even if they don't andropos, look perfect by society and apos standards, still attract all the attention? Because they give off something deeper and undeniable presence. The way they move, speak, and exist in a space is captivating. Greater than when a woman knows how to own this, men can andropos look away. Her presence alone creates interest. She does not andropos have to chase it. Her energy does all the work. And the best part is this. Itandropos, not something you need to be born with. Itandropos, a result of certain habits and actions that any woman can start to practice. Now that you understand the kind of influence you can grow into, itandropos, begin with the first behavior that can shift how men view you. And believe me, once you apply this, euandropos will begin to notice real change right away. Behavior number 1. Confidence is seen before anything else. Before someone even notices your hair, your clothes, or your makeup, the very first thing they pick up on is how sure you are of yourself. Nothing draws attention like a woman who believes in who she is. It shows in how you walk, how you speak, and how you carry yourself in any space. Greater than a woman who knows her worth doesn't andropos wait for others to confirm it. She simply lives it. She doesn't andropos need anyone andropos permission to shine. She just does. Think for a moment. Imagine entering a room and seeing 2 women. One looks attractive but slouches, avoids looking at others, and seems uncomfortable in her own body. The other may not match every beauty trend, but she walks tall, looks people in the eye, and moves like she knows she belongs. Which one do you think people would gravitate toward? Speak confidence pulls people in. And the great thing is, you don't andropos have to be born with it. You can develop it. You can choose to make it part of who you are. There are andropos, even research to back this up. A study from Webster University found that people with strong confidence are seen as more appealing, even if they don't andropos, meet society andropos, usual beauty rules. Why? Because confidence sends a powerful message. I know I matter. I know what I want, and I don't andropos need to be approved by others. That kind of energy is non-andropos, just seen, itandropos felt, and it pulls others toward you without effort. How can you start using this in everyday life? Start with how you carry yourself. Walk with your shoulders back and your head held up. Your body language speaks louder than your words. If you andropos are always hunched over or looking at the ground, it sends out a message of doubt. But if you move with purpose, you show the world you trust yourself. Speak slowly and clearly. Women who feel secure in themselves don't andropos rush to fill silence or explain everything. Their words are thoughtful, calm, and strong. Don't andropos be afraid to stand out or take up space. Whether you andropos are in a crowd having a talk or simply walking through your day, show up with presence. Let people feel you there. Always remember how you show yourself to the world teaches others how to treat you. Itandropos, now move on to the next behavior, one that quietly boosts your attraction in a way most women never fully realize. Behavior number 2, a woman who does andropos. Cling holds the power in the interaction. Desire grows when there andropos. It's mystery. Greater than Have you ever noticed how a man who used to seem distant suddenly starts chasing you more the moment you stop being too available? Andapos, not by accident. Itandapos, a pattern based on human behavior. A woman who is truly magnetic doesn't andapos beg for anyone andapos attention. She andapos, not desperate. She doesn't andapos to rely on male approval to feel good about herself. She understands that her worth is not tied to someone else's andapos response or interest. The women who are most unforgettable aren't andapos, the ones who chase others. They are the ones who spark the desire to be chased. Why does this matter greater than Ankh? Because people only value what they think they might not always have. When a man feels sure that you andapos always be there no matter what, his effort fades. He doesn't andapos feel the need to try. But when therandapos, just a bit of distance or unpredictability, greater than that interest suddenly comes alive. Think back to a real life example. Maybe there was a time when you stopped texting first or became less responsive, and suddenly that man who is distant started calling more, paying attention to small things, or finding excuses to talk to you. That happened because the moment something becomes too easy to get, it can lose its thrill. But when therandapos is a bit of uncertainty, it keeps the spark alive. Men enjoy the challenge. They enjoy the unknown. They enjoy feeling like they have to work to earn your time. And this is where the power lies. Greater than a woman who doesn't andapos rely on a man for her emotional security is the one in control of the dynamic. She sets the tone. So how can you practice this daily? Don't andapos. Always be instantly available. Greater than if a man believes he can reach you anytime with no effort, he won't andapos. Value your time as much. Show him through action, not words, that your life is full and balanced. You have your own priorities, and while he can be part of your world, he andapos, not the center of it. When you manage this with grace, greater than you want, and oppose need to ask for attention, it will come to you. If you andapos were he always available, he may start to lose interest. Give him some space so he has the chance to miss you, to think about what you andapos are doing, greater than, and to feel curious about your life. Let him be the one to reach out sometimes. Focus on building your own life. Don't andapos spend your entire day waiting to see if he sends a message. Get involved in activities that bring you joy. Speak, chase your dreams, follow your interests, and work on becoming the best version of yourself. Learn to enjoy your own company. Find peace in your quiet moments. When a woman knows how to be alone and enjoys it, she gives off an energy of independence. That kind of self-assured vibe is incredibly attractive. Being detached does not mean being rude or cold. It simply means you respect yourself too much to beg for attention. That confidence alone makes you stand out. People are naturally drawn to those who know their worth. Now, latandapos, move into another powerful trait that women with strong magnetism naturally express. Greater than the third behavior is having a personal style that shows your inner power. Your appearance does matter, but not in the way many people think. A lot of women believe they need to keep up with trends, wear high-end brands, or look a certain way to be noticed. But that andapos, not the truth. What really makes you stand out is andapos, the clothes you wear. It and apos is how you wear them. A woman who knows her personal style carries herself with confidence and strength. She doesn't andapos, run after fashion trends. She chooses pieces that feel true to who she is. Her style becomes a reflection of her inner power. The tandapos, why her presence is memorable. Her look is not about copying others. Itandapos, about expressing her uniqueness. Take a moment and think about it. When you walk into a room and see a woman moving gracefully, dressed in a way that suits her and feels real, she catches your eye. She doesn't andapos, need to say a word. Her energy speaks for her. According to a study shared in Psychology Today, people often find someone attractive, not just because of their looks, but because of how they carry themselves. Confidence makes a huge difference. A woman who is comfortable with her style can turn heads more than someone who fits society andapos's beauty standards but lacks self-assurance. Itandapos, not about being someone else. Itandapos, about bringing out what already makes you amazing. To build a style that leaves a lasting impression, start by choosing clothes that bring out your best features. Not everything works for every type. And tandapos, okay, try to learn what shapes and fabrics highlight your body and feel good on you. For example, if you have a curvier shape, dresses that tie at the waist can highlight your figure beautifully. If you andapos, are tall and slim, flowing styles can bring softness and balance to your shape. Colors are also very powerful. Each color holds its own kind of energy and can help express your mood or personality. Red shows boldness and passion. It and apos, great when you want attention. Black gives a sense of mystery and elegance. Itandapos, always a classic. White reflects peace and honesty and makes people feel calm around you. Navy blue shows intelligence and leadership. Itandapos is a great color for serious conversations. Earthy tones make you look warm and approachable. They help build trust. Your hair and makeup should work with your natural features. You don't andapos need thick makeup or a fancy hairstyle to look beautiful. Itandapos, all about enhancing what you already have. Here are a few simple beauty tips. Red lips can instantly add charm and confidence. Healthy glowing skin is more attractive than heavy makeup. A haircut that fits your face shape can change everything. A signature fragrance can make you unforgettable. The sense of smell is closely tied to memory and emotions. A scent that fits your personality can help people remember you even after you andapos left. Find a perfume that matches your inner energy. Maybe itandapos, floral, sweet, fresh, or woodsy. Whatever makes you feel powerful and in control. Let it be something that lifts you up every time you wear it. Itandapos, not just about being beautiful. Itandapos, about having presence. When a woman understands her style and feels confident in it, people notice. Itandapos, what makes her captivating. Now, we move on to the fourth powerful trait. Feminine energy. That naturally pulls people in. Speak. Feminine energy is a big part of attraction. But latandapos, clear something up. Being feminine does not mean being weak or dependent. Itandapos, the opposite. It means you can influence others without being forceful. Itandapos, about receiving without demanding. Itandapos, about attracting without chasing. Feminine energy is trusting that what you want will come to you without needing to push or control everything. Itandapos, the calm and quiet belief that things will work out. Greater than itandapos. The ability to inspire and lead with grace without ever losing yourself in the process. Feminine energy is the reason some women, donandapos, need to try hard. People are naturally drawn to them. Some women fall into the trap of believing that they must take the lead in everything to be attractive. They take control of conversations, chase after men, and plan every little detail. But this can backfire. When you do everything yourself, they're andapos. There's no room for the man to show up or make an effort when you take up all the space, or andapos. No curiosity left. When you andapos, we're too focused on control. You lose your natural glow. On the other hand, when you tap into your feminine energy, you create a peaceful and inviting presence. You become someone others want to be around without needing to force it. Some women, no matter how old they are, walk into a room and immediately draw attention. They don't andapos, dress in loud ways. They andapos, not chasing perfection. They andapos, not trying to be better than other women. They just show up calm, self-aware, and magnetic. According to a study from the University of California, men are more drawn to women who are calm, relaxed, and have open body language. Why? Because it shows confidence and natural feminine energy. This is the difference between chasing attention and simply attracting it. So, how can you use your feminine energy in a powerful way? First, allow him to take the lead sometimes. If you always plan everything, there andapos, no space for him to impress you. That does nandapos mean you should nandapos. Express what you want, but leave room for him to take initiative. If he suggests spending time together, don't andapos. Take over and plan everything. Instead, ask something simple, like, and quote, what do you have in mind? And quote, let him make the effort. If he andapos, truly interested, he will. Second, be present in the moment. Many women ruin a beautiful connection by worrying too much about the future. They ask themselves, and quote, will he call tomorrow and quote, or en quotos, he wants something serious and quote, or en quote, what if I don't andapos hear from him? End quote. This constant worry builds pressure. Men can feel that energy, and often they pull away because it feels too intense. Instead, be the kind of woman who enjoys the now. Enjoy the conversations, the laughs, the time spent together without needing to know what comes next. If he chooses to seek her out, the tandapos is wonderful. If he doesn't andapos, the tandapos, perfectly okay. Her energy does not andapos depend on anyone else. Third, speak more gently and slowly. The tone of your voice and how you express yourself are powerful tools of feminine charm. Speak with intention and allow moments of silence to build mystery and keep attention. Avoid sounding harsh or overly forceful. For example, instead of replying quickly or explaining yourself too much, give space for silence. Pauses bring intrigue and hold attention. True attraction often is nandapos, about what you say but how you say it. Conclusion. Feminine energy is more of an art than a plan. When you learn to relax, to receive instead of chasing, and to show a graceful presence without pushing, men naturally feel pulled towards you. And the best part is, once you master this way of being, you get to choose who truly deserves your energy and who does not. Greater than the next behavior will raise your natural charm to an entirely new level. Greater than greater than behavior. Number 5, mastering conversation as an art. A truly captivating woman knows that conversation is about more than just words. Itandapos, not about speaking nonstop or trying too hard to be impressive. Speak itandapos, about forming a connection that builds curiosity, interest, and emotional pull. How does she do this? By saying fewer words, but giving them more meaning. By using the power of pauses and silence to deepen the connection. By creating a sense of mystery and depth in every interaction. Many women make the error of filling every pause with chatter, talking too much about themselves, or using long, detailed stories to win a mandapos attention. But real charm doesn't work that way. Irresistible is the truth behind women who attract using just their voice. Studies in psychology show that around 80% of attraction comes from nonverbal cues. In other words, how you say something is often more important than the actual words. The most magnetic women are anandapos, the ones who speak the most, but the ones who know how to create tension, stir curiosity, and spark interest with their presence in a conversation. So, how can you bring this into your own life? First, use eye contact with care. A single look can speak louder than any sentence. Don and Apos shy away from eye contact, hold deep, steady glances for a few seconds, then look away calmly. Use your gaze to build intensity. Smile gently, then shift your gaze slowly. This small move creates an instant pull. Second, donandapos, spill everything about yourself too soon. Mystery plays a key role in attraction. A lot of women feel the urge to tell their whole story in the first few talks, but the tandapos is a mistake. Keep your replies brief and let them want to know. Use teasing phrases like, and quote, tandapos, a fun story, but iandapos, will save it for later. And quote, donandapos. Be afraid to save some things for future talks. Sometimes what you donandapos say is even more powerful than what you do. Third, learn to ask questions that spark curiosity. The best conversations are about making the other person feel seen and heard. Instead of short answers or long talks about your day, ask questions that open up imagination. Try questions like, and quote, if you could live in any time period, which would you pick? And quote, or and quote, what would you try if you knew you couldn't andapos fail? And quote, or and quote, which 3 words would you use to describe yourself? And quote, interesting questions help your partner feel more engaged and create a deeper emotional bond. Fourth, play with your tone and timing. Your voice can turn a plain phrase into something rich with feeling, or make it fall flat. Speak at a calm pace. Use a tone that tandapos, soft, yet steady. Let there be short pauses before you speak to build anticipation, for example, instead of just saying, and quote, tandapos, interesting. Quote, try, and quote, interesting. And quote, greater than let your voice rest for a second. That pause and rhythm can make even ordinary words feel meaningful. Conclusion. A woman who truly understands conversation does not try to impress. She focuses on connecting. She uses eye contact, silence, curious questions, and a sense of mystery. Greater than remember. Itandapos. Not about saying a lot. Itandapos, about speaking with presence. The next quality will lift your personal power even higher. Behavior number 6. Independence is a powerful form of attraction. A woman with her own life is mysterious, strong, and unforgettable. One common mistake many women make is letting their entire world revolve around a relationship. But true attraction blossoms when you are already whole, when you have a life that lights you up in a direction that inspires you. Why is this so important? Because a man does nandapos want to become your entire world. He wants to be welcomed into a world that already shines. Independent women are captivating. They are anandapos, searching for someone to make them feel complete. They andapos, not waiting by the phone or checking for signs of approval. They have dreams, passions, and a life full of meaning, with or without a partner. Irresistible, a real-life truth. The women who draw the most admiration are anandapos, the ones who work hardest to please. They andapos, the ones whose lives are already full of color and adventure, making others want to join them. Speak. Men are naturally attracted to independent women because their energy gives off confidence, peace, and certainty. How can you bring this quality into your own life? First, have a goal that goes beyond a relationship. Your life shouldn't be centered around another person. Find something that gives you joy, a dream, a passion, a personal challenge. Figure out what you want to create in your life and take steps toward it. Don't give someone else control of your happiness. When you're living on purpose, your energy shifts. You become more confident and inspired. Second, surround yourself with people who lift you up. The people closest to you have a strong impact on your energy and confidence. Stay away from negative relationships that drain you. Choose to be around women who push you to grow and celebrate your wins. Build friendships that raise your spirit instead of pulling you down. When you spend time with uplifting people, your light naturally grows stronger. Third, never stop learning and expanding. A woman who keeps growing is endlessly attractive. Make it a habit to learn something new. Read, travel, try new things, take courses. Challenge your thinking. Personal growth turns you into someone more confident, more interesting, and more in control of her own path. Conclusion. The strongest attraction comes from your way of living. You don't need a man to save you. You're not waiting for someone to make you whole. You don't center your entire life around love. You are whole already. And that kind of energy is the most attractive force there is. Now, here's one final truth. Real attraction has nothing to do with age. It's all about the energy you send out. If you followed along this far, you now understand something powerful. The deepest kind of beauty doesn't come from how you look. It comes from the way you move through the world, from your confidence, from your independence, from the energy that flows from within. Men don't remember the woman who looked perfect. They remember the woman who made them feel something, the one who stood apart, the one who radiated her own light. When you start living with these 6 behaviors, you'll notice an incredible change. Men will respond to you differently. You'll feel more grounded in yourself. You'll start to attract not just love, but better chances in every part of life. Because attraction isn't about luck. It's about how you carry yourself. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these behaviors do you already practice? Which one do you want to focus on improving next? Share your thoughts in the comments. I always enjoy reading what you have to say.